love YouTube. So today I want to go over a question I've been getting a lot recently, which is how do I personally advertise and how do I recommend others to advertise, whether they're just starting out or if they're trying to grow. So in the beginning of my business, when I was trying to gain as many customers as possible, versus the middle when I was getting a little bit more selective and starting to price a little bit higher and efficiently, compared to now where I'm usually always running at peak capacity or near peak capacity, and I'm just trying to exchange customers out here and there. I was doing 3 different methods combined at each different time. So I'll go over each of those 3 different timings and what I was doing. So in the beginning, when I was trying to gain just as many customers as possible and I didn't know how to advertise, I was just doing everything that I knew at the time. The very first thing was flyers. So I went on Microsoft Word and I printed out a little half sheet of paper. I cut it in half so I could have 2 so I could use less trees. I put, "Hi, my name is Zach. I'm a college student. I'm trying to make money, so if you guys would like your front and backyard mowed, I'll do it for $40. And I just went around my neighborhood and I just dropped those flyers off at people's houses. And I think I gained 3 or 4 customers just like that. And that was cool because everybody remembers their first customer, and that gives you the confidence and experience to grow and to get the ball rolling. So that's how I gained my very, very first customers. The second method I did in the beginning was I went on Craigslist. And this was years ago when Craigslist was free to advertise. You didn't have to pay money per post. You could literally post 50 ads in one day and they would just stay up. So that's what I did. I would just post hella ads all day, every day. And that is how I got my business from those 3 or 4 beginnings, from the flyers to 30. And that was what gave me the confidence and income to quit my part-time serving job at a Vietnamese restaurant at the time. So I just posted all day on Craigslist. I made a quick little advertisement, and that's how I got all the customers that gave me the confidence to leave my job and go full-time with the lawn care. Nowadays, you have to pay $5 per post. Some people might complain at that, but I think that's cool because now there's at least somewhat of a barrier of entry. I think you'd be surprised at how many people work completely under the table and are completely illegal and they don't have a debit card. So those people are already out of the equation. And plus those are the people who charge $10, $15 per yard. So they're in a whole different category now. Post $5 per ad, just be selective when you post, the timing of it, the format, the wording, the pictures that you use. Make the $5 worth it, and that $5 ad could get you $50 or $30 depending on where you live. Bi-weekly customer that will pay 1,000% ROI, return on investment, over the course of months and years. So the first things in the very beginning, all I did was flyers, and then I did Craigslist posts. So towards the middle, I started experimenting with a lot more different methods. I began doing those bandit signs, those little signs that you see on the side of the road that say Jody buys houses or fixer upper for sale. I just bought a couple blank signs and I just put them at busy intersections in my city. I put my name, I mow yards, and I put my phone number, and I think I gained a couple customers off of that, but those signs will get stolen pretty quick or they'll get taken down, and I think it might even be illegal. So I'm not crazy about that method, but I tried it because I didn't know any better. After the signs, I got my first car magnet, and the car magnet at any level is something I recommend off the back all the way to when you're at your highest level and growing. Always have a card magnet, make it easy to read, make it simple. I think I've designed 4 or 5 different card magnets at this point already, each one getting more and more minimalistic. I used to put way too much wording on the magnets. I'd put all these different signs and designs of like lawnmowers and grass and like free estimate, big ol' in your face red wording with mow, landscaping, tree trimming. I even put my email on one of the business card magnets. At this point now, mine is simple. It just says my business name and my phone number, and it looks so much better, and it's enough to get the job done and get the customer to remember the name and the phone number. So I got my card magnets, and then I designed my business card. Same thing over the years. They've just gotten a little bit more simpler and easier to read for the customer. Another thing I started doing in the middle was when I'd do a customer's yard, I'd go up 5 houses and down 5 houses, and I just plant business cards all over those existing yards that I already had on my list, so that way I could try to plant seeds and gain more customers on a tight route. I even also paid a guy off of Craigslist to take 100 of my cards, and I tell him what neighborhood to go to, and he would drop them off up and down the streets. But I don't even think I got one call from that. And to be honest, I don't like when somebody comes to my house and leaves a bunch of business cards of their services on my house. So I stopped doing it, because if I don't like it being done to me, I don't want to do it to other people. If people want lawn services, they will search online, and if you have a legitimate business with good reviews and you do good work, your business will show, and it will show higher and higher and higher the longer you stay in business. So I don't recommend dropping cards off at people's houses. If you see a completely overgrown yard and it's super ugly next to a pretty yard, you can maybe leave a business card there or even knock on their door. But with the whole pandemic going on, I don't think it's a good idea at this point. So I'd scratch it off my list right now. So after the business cards and the card magnets, I made a Facebook page. I just made a regular business Facebook page, and I even began paying for Facebook advertisements, where you could choose your daily budget. You could choose the zip codes you want the advertisements to show. You can even pick specifics such as how old the user will be that's seeing your ads, if they're male or female. I was never crazy about the Facebook ads. I think that they're good for some things, but in my opinion, in my experience, I didn't want to keep dumping money to the Facebook ads. So I just kept my Facebook as a social media profile, just to keep my name visible and for people to find me just organically through Facebook, just by their friends liking a page or seeing someone share a post that you posted. But I moved on from Facebook, and now we're at the end to what I currently do and all that I currently do. I went from Facebook to Google, and that was one of the biggest changes I did in my business that gave me the most traction, that legitimatized me. Is that a word? Legitimatized me. I'm going to say it's a word. And it's free advertising for the rest of your life, as long as you keep good business, keep good reviews, and keep your business going, because Google will help you out in 2 ways. One, there's the actual Google listing, like when you're in a city and you type in food and you see all the businesses in the little map of where they're at. That's the Google listing, and that's free to set up. As long as you have a home address, you can set up your Google listing. I've worked with a bunch of mentoring customers, and some of them couldn't put an apartment as their Google listing business, but I just recently had one guy, shout out to Dan, he put his business on Google through an apartment, which is cool. So I guess it depends on the context. You can experiment and try if it works for you. It might or it might not, but it's worth a try. So the Google listing is where you also will gain your reviews, and the higher reviews and the more reviews you get, the higher your listing will be compared to your competition. So the Google listing is free, and that's where your reviews come from, and that is the magnetic king of advertising, at least for me personally. Alongside the listing is Google AdWords, which is the sponsored listings, the sponsored ads that you see on the top of a search bar when you type in something. Those ones, I used to do those. I will do them periodically to this day, depending if I lost a bunch of customers for some reason, or if I'm trying to make extra money for some reason to save up for something, and I want to beat myself up a little bit harder and save up, then I'll turn them on. But for the most part, I leave them off, or I leave them at $1 a day, which is $30 a month. You could do $100 a day, which is $2,000 a month if you want to, but at this point, I either have it on $1 a day, or I just keep it on 0, and I let my Google listing do all of the work for me. Along with the Google listing, of course, word of mouth will always be there. If you do a good job, which you should be, then people driving by will see your truck there every week, every 2 weeks, every month, and they'll get familiar with you, and they'll give you a call. Or if your customer has family and friends, they'll recommend you to others, of course. So word of mouth will always be there. And at this point, all I do is the Google listing. Sometimes I'll do Google AdWords, and I'll let the word of mouth run my business. So to recap, in the beginning, it was just flyers and Craigslist. In the middle, I experimented with leaving business cards everywhere, bandit signs, Facebook, and then now at the level I'm at, I just focus on Google and word of mouth. So I hope that this helped you guys and gave you some insight on how I personally do it. If you have any methods or advertising forms that I didn't mention, put it down in the comments so I can learn from you guys, because I want this to be a community where everybody learns from each other. I know for a damn fact that I'm not perfect and there's stuff that I can improve on, but I accept myself, and I just want to use this YouTube as an example of the possibilities of a long-term business, and I want it to also be a platform where we could all teach and grow with each other so we could all make money mowing. See what I did there? Alright, peace out guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want any other topics discussed in future videos. I'm about to be at the river with my friends right now. Catch you guys later.